guys come in, please have a seat by the fire and listen to my tale of Dungeonetics, the Cliff Notes edition. See, in this particular episode, I will be going through our chapters one by one, picking out the compelling parts, discarding the chaff, and hopefully getting you up to speed on the danger of our world. So please, rest assured, you're in good hands. The table bickering has been removed. The poor dice rolls have been executed. And all that is left is the pure adventure. In our fourth and final Cliff Notes edition of the season, Lord Albert Shaw, Chester Winterbottom, Ezio Mark Torre, and Kazaa Kingsley have a lot on their plates. Initially we just started this adventure awakened from a tomb, but now Duke of Gloom Meadow and soon to be ruler of Haven, Lord Albert Shaw has a lot of decisions, and good thing he has his hardy crew to back him up. Thank you very much for listening, and episodes will be continuing every 2 weeks here on Dungeonetics. Thank you.
There is a minor land order to the north in the village of Elder Grove that has requested assistance. There's a pack of trolls that have taken over his manor house in his village. And one of them, even though they are completely dumb as knocks, thinks he's now the lord of their village. And they need assistance in removing him.
I love it.
Aldanin says, well, we could send the men-at-arms.
Nah.
We could hire the mercenaries to kill them.
Nah.
Or you guys could go in person to kill the trolls.
I say let's all go in and kill some
I
trolls.
say three of us can handle it. Three of us can handle it.
Yeah.
Leave Putzel behind.
Why? Why are we hustle behind?
Well, because I don't want to. The first time out, you don't want to leave the whole place empty
What's he gonna do?
and leave
And
Caleb.
if
to,
remove the trolls from his manor house, he will bend a knee,
All right.
Nah,
I
let's
say
do
the
it.
I say the four of us go.
which will
Let's do
increase your income by 40 gold pieces a month.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Then he kept going. You got something on your mind there, Enzio? What's
There's
up?
some stuff going on.
I got stuff too. Why do you think I... Listen, I didn't want to get roped
My
up into
stuff
the
deals with
guard
dukes
things.
and
I'm
stuff.
worried. What you got about dukes?
In the last 2 weeks since your return to the mainland, your old life has surged out of the past into the present. In that time, 2 messengers have arrived from your previous companion, Vincent Ingalls, inquiring of any interest in rejoining the Eyes and of the allegiance. He has promised that if Lord Shaw bends a knee to the Grand Visor, his future will be set in stone. The Northern Duke Ashton, which we talked about earlier with the Carver guy, it's the same guy. That's why I killed the Carver guy.
So basically...
Northern Duke Ashton, through his actions fighting the Walking Dead and is becoming too influential with the populace.
Those are 2 different nobles.
A war among the living is coming, and if played correctly, Lord Shaw could replace Victor Spire as a Duke of Asteria.
In order to do that, we would have to make friends with the Scion guy, right?
Yeah.
Shaw.
Yeah, you couldn't compete with the king.
Situation.
The king has like a military of like 12,000.
How high up you want to go?
Sticky situation.
I don't know. I'm sort of a play-it-by-ear kind of guy.
Okay. Sorry.
If you promise to bend your knee to the Grand Visor,
He's a big guy.
your future will be set in stone. The Northern Duke Ashton, through his actions fighting the Walking Dead back when we did that whole thing, is becoming too influential with the populace that forms the core of the Visor's support. A war among the living is coming, and if played correctly, Lord Shaw could replace Victor Spire as a Duke of Asteria.
Now, I used
A
to
few
I
generations
used to serve
ago,
in the Visor's army, correct?
you were part of basically the Visor's men. The Visor has professional soldiers, which are south. He has his feudal men, which are like you, as new king. He would call them the Grand Visor is basically. He also has a professional army. You serve in his professional army. You guys are mostly all archvisors that each have command of one of the military corps. That's set up. Each of them have 2,000 men under them. You served under one of the archvisors. They're all very powerful wizards. because they come from an empire across the water, and they're all wizards. Wizards rule in their kingdom, but they are currently the head of the feudal system. They are the monarchy in this kingdom.
Well, it would probably be in my benefit not to go against them.
Yeah.
But
Basically, what he's telling you is he's afraid that there's an uprising coming. And if you secure yourself as a friend of the Visors and fight against this uprising, because it's basically the natives are starting to get restless. The native Glassfield people. And if you side with the Visor and commit to him your 40-odd troops, then he will ensure your continued prosperity.
well, my main concern is protecting my citizens against the undead scourge. So, if siding with the Visor is the best way to do that, then I'm willing to play ball and bend a knee. But I don't want to replace one scourge for another, so to speak. So I guess it's
So
my
basically-
duty is to the people, and as part of that duty, I want to protect them from the undead scourge. I'm willing to bend a knee, but if they have any information on the evil that is sweeping this land, I need to know so I can act accordingly.
Well, yeah, the Visor has no control over what's happening. He has taken tremendous losses from the undead.
Then I guess we're on the same page.
I'm gonna have that's something I gotta let you know about too. A lot of these crazy creatures have been kind of walking up to me and told me, you gotta get in contact with the Druid Council. I got in contact with them. I know everyone's worried about crazy stuff going on up north, and I'm hearing about this Scion guy that I definitely want to hurt. But something's going on in the south.
So we got problems in the north and the south.
But as far as I know, there's what they told me is an old enemy, super old. It's in the city of Haven, that's in the south, and something about taking of spirits, attacking spirits, taking the human spirit. It's not good at all. But just be advised, there's something going on down south. You just kind of need to.
All right.
If I hear anything, I'll let you know.
So I got Mark or Enzio covering rumors in the north, and you're my ears in the south.
Yeah, and the Druid Council's gonna fill me more on everything, but.
Well, hey, if I need
What
to
do you
take
want to do,
action,
Enzio? You just want to wait until they drop?
I'm gonna
get ready
sneak.
in action.
Okay, Albert, what are you
say
going to do?
Well, I got magic mist. Well, no.
Why don't you worry about
Oh,
hiding?
fucking magic
You and the magic missile.
All right.
Every time.
lightning bolt.
All right, Bobby, you're going to call lightning?
Yes, let's get the body. Get her
All
right.
right. Me and Brian are on the other side of the door.
Yes, you guys
We're
hide out
waiting.
in the outside somewhere.
So it's real simple. I'm just gonna call lightning, and just one by one.
All right, you bring down like 3 bolts of lightning.
Yeah.
You see like a few of the shutters open up, people are looking outside. You see like the idols they made are just like blowing up. You're inside, you see the trolls are getting up, they're like, brr. They're kind of like, one of them's peeking outside one of the windows. Then the 3 of them on the sides go out the front door. And the middle one still kind of lounging and he's just grunting some things in the language you don't speak.
That's the leader.
Either that or he's pregnant.
And then
Jump with the
it
hook.
starts the first non-surprise turn. Hits Hutzel for
Old school.
17 more damage.
Do I have anything that allows me to like parry or avoid damage?
No.
Oh, that's nice. So I take another 17.
Yeah, you're down to 40.
Oh my God, Hutzel!
Come on, Black
I'm gonna
Dragon.
avenge your death.
Come on, Black Dragon!
Oh, man, what the hell?
I want to come with you guys. I'm a hands-in king.
Nice.
Okay, Chester.
2
All right.
Poke the bear.
Oh God.
1. Really?
All right. That's 15. Now roll 2d6.
He stubs his toe.
He trips over
Duh.
himself.
Man, I hate
Take it, you meanie troll.
Your helmet spins on you. You can't see out of it.
I'm the king.
Do you know who I am?
Are you guys having fun? Seriously? Come on now.
I'm the Lord of the Meadow.
It's not our fault you're wielding a Nerf sword.
Hutzel's heartbreak.
This wouldn't happen
Hutzel's
if I still
heartbreak.
had my flaming sword, but because I have an ice sword.
It's a
A flaming sword would be like,
Digby's crotch bat.
All right. You take 6 points of damage, Hutzel. All right.
Oh, yeah.
You have liberated Elder Grove. And their envoy comes back and basically
our
tells
two
you,
MVPs.
tells you that they will now consider you their lord.
Thank you.
You better.
Oh. Kiss that, man. Kiss the ring.
Kiss the ring, bitches.
Wait.
the ring,
Oh, that
bitches.
ring?
No, that ring.
Oh, yeah.
Are 2 of the jewels in my crown lit now?
Yeah.
Well, does that count though? That's what I'm asking.
That's a good question. Yeah, I guess since they weren't technically dead until you lit them on fire. All right, you return back to your home. Good metal.
The trolls are on fire! The trolls are on fire!
As you arrive back in Glasserport, basically you walk in. The town is starting to die down. A lot of the court thing has been settled, and the town is starting to build. You can see your men at arms training in the field as Aldan.
back up to-
You hear this huge bell sound emanate from the obsidian spire in the middle of the town, and a bluish purple pulse of energy washes over the entire town.
What'd you do?
The townsfolk seem a little panicked at this. Everyone's staring at it. And you see Aldanin rushes to you with a few of your men at guards, and they're like, I have no idea what the hell just happened.
Do you think we
And
do?
Should we investigate?
No, let's just let it go.
No, they're asking you, should the
I'm being
men at arms...
sarcastic.
Yes.
No, the men at arms, should they investigate
No,
it?
don't send them. We'll take care of it.
No, they should go investigate.
Why? They're gonna die in 2 seconds.
Dude, you're the foremost authority on the tower.
You
if
are
anyone
Mr.
should
Wizard
investigate,
Boy. Wait,
you are
you
going to be
pass
part
out
of
by
that.
setting
Yeah,
spells.
but is this the tower I can't get into?
Yes.
Yes,
It's letting you in. It's calling to you.
I will go with them.
the door's back.
The
All
door.
right, so we're going. Then.
We're going.
All right, we're going.
We're going to the tower.
I want to go.
This is the tower from the first adventure.
I don't want to go.
All right,
You
as you
you're
ascend, travel up the
Tower
stairs.
of
As you
Power.
ascend the last set of stairs in the Obsidian Tower, you notice several changes. Behind the
Someone's
altar
redecorated.
that
Those
held the
curtains?
focus of the ritual's power
no.
It's all
that
different here.
summoned the
Wallpaper.
undead is a giant skeletal face carved into the wall.
What?
As you move about, it
Someone
seems
has
to
a
track your motion and slightly grin when you're not directly looking at it.
Did Ozzy Osbourne move in while we were gone?
Standing
Yeah.
Martha Stewart's been here.
against another wall is a long copper canister about 10 feet filled with a liquid that smells of the sea. Standing above it is a figure clad in a yellow robe with black stripes down the shoulders. In his hand is white powder and a lock of hair that he promptly drops into the vat. Pulling a curtain around the canister, he glances up with a smile and nods at you. He advances while wiping his hands off on the edge of his robe. Greetings, friends. You must be the heroes I've heard so much about. And he extends his hand to you.
While I'm shaking this dude's hand, you do the magical lore.
You want to shake his hand,
Can
really?
I do magical lore
I got
On what?
I got
on
gauntlets
him
on.
to see if there's anything?
I'm sorry for the distress. I've been trying to tap into the power of the spire for a while now.
How did you get in here?
Who are
I
you?
came here about a month ago.
But how did you get in here?
Yeah, how come we couldn't get in?
There's no door.
Oh, I sealed it off so I wouldn't be interrupted. When I first arrived, a bunch of townsfolk kept
Did you
bothering
carve
me.
the stuff in the wall?
No, that's actually something that I drew out of the magic of the tower itself. It's a
Tower
focus
magic.
for the tower's magic.
Huh.
It's connected with all the Walking Dead.
Wow, this guy beat you to the punch, Brian.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
How's this guy
He's
better
like,
than you?
well, he's like, my name's Zoran. I'm
Obviously,
a
Zorn.
More
a
powerful.
wizard of the White Tower. I came here.
Wizard of the White Tower.
I came here because a magical scroll that I know exists in the White Tower. If you guys could retrieve it for me, it'd be very beneficial to my research.
Yeah, I think we
Has
should.
anyone thought that maybe this whole thing is because we're alive, then if we died, this would all go back to normal again?
What?
That we're the cause of this whole problem?
I'm pretty sure
I mean,
the
technically-
shadowy stranger is the cause. He's the one that brought us back.
But technically, we are walking dead because we were dead and now we're walking.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're not zombies though. So
Yeah, kind of.
Basically, what he's getting at is if you reverse the magic, would it reverse the spell that brought you back to life?
Oh, that's a good question.
but that would just end the game.
That'd be fine. None of you guys. So, whatever.
All of a sudden, everyone just drops dead except for Chester Bottom.
Well, it's like there's a new king.
Looks like there's gonna be more druids around here.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say that's a mission for you.
As far as I know, there's something really bad coming from the south. It's in the Haven.
So there's me to go take care of this Haven area.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
because we got to get the scroll.
Then we go
You can probably spread out
to.
some. Here, slide over more, Brian. Give us some more room.
You're going to be out of shot. I did. I scooted over from right here.
Of
I'm
Hupple's
sorry,
paper
John.
over
Say
there.
that again.
You got hit by a club in the face for 5 points of damage.
Fuck me.
Well
What can
said.
I do?
Pretty
Poor
much
me.
describes another guy
What just
comes
happened?
over and clubs Enzio. Do you want to use your dodge action?
Yes.
Okay, you only take 3
I have
points
no
of damage
dodge
then.
action.
Now we go back to the top. Enzio,
Come on, Mark.
there's a
Come
guy
on,
with a club
Enzio.
in front of you.
I'm gonna magic dagger.
All right, roll it.
9 plus 8
hit
is 17. 10.
Okay. You hit him like a motherfucker,
You know it.
good job.
I assumed.
How many thugs are there?
There's three. Well, there's 6 thugs,
that
and
you,
then there's
Mark?
the leader.
It was.
Okay. Because Enzio, thug with the girl, leader,
Yeah.
me.
Yep. Looks good.
Oh, wait, are these 2 thugs ran past me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where?
There's a map.
Okay.
Oh, will you put on the table, just in case our people at home want to get a wonderful show?
Oh yeah.
James, you got that?
I should mention
You do it.
we have a
I think you gotta put it
YouTube
over there.
channel.
Where
He had
Hupple's
it.
thing
You
is.
should check us out.
Oh, put it there.
All these
yeah,
videos.
This is if you could make that out.
It's like if you could actually
Next
do it.
time I'll bring some magic markers.
Okay.
I got a Sharpie in my office.
So, wizard.
I'll.
Picture that mother.
Part of me wants to say I could do the charge lightning bolt again, but I don't want to pass out. If I miss it, because I can hit them all, right? Because there's like 7 guys.
I really want to go drinking tonight, but I really want to pass out.
Better take
You
water
could
with
hit.
me.
Yeah, you could hit 5 of them
Out of
and
how many?
sculpt it around the girl.
How many are there? 7.
There's-
7.
I'm gonna go. I'm doing it. If I pass out, I pass out. Do I need to roll for? I need to roll.
Okay, the guy in front of you dies. The guy fighting Enzio dies.
Yes. Ching ching.
The guy, the woman, dies.
Ching ching.
The guy that's holding Hutzel is out of the range, and so is the leader.
Shit,
And
3
then,
fighting attack.
another guy standing there just dies.
Ching.
And the other guy, he actually lived.
So there's 3 guys alive.
There's the leader.
The leader.
There's the guy that's got a wire around Hutzel's neck, choking him out.
I didn't touch that guy.
And one other guy that got hit by the lightning, but it didn't kill him.
Man. All right.
The other 4 just like flew as the lightning hit them. Sparks come off their armor, and they just go scattering like leaves. He tried.
Nice.
The leader tried to frighten you off, but you fought off the magic.
Oh, he's a magic user.
No.
And then Hutzel goes. Hutzel basically grabs the guy that's choking him, who is very wounded, flips him over his shoulders, and just beats his head against the ground until he's dead.
Love it.
You're a better Hutzel than Hutzel is.
You're a better hustle than Hutzel.
You're a better Hutzel than Hutzel is.
Then
you
You
are?
have an interrogation spell. I need you to use that on that guy.
You guys think I have an interrogation spell?
Didn't you have an interrogation thing?
No, he just interrogates
No, I
people.
just
What do you
know.
interrogation?
Oh,
My
interrogate. Oh, I thought
charisma's
you had like a
low
interrogate
and my I don't know, I'm intimidating.
They had an interrogation.
I'm like a
Oh, you said
Barney
interrogation earlier, so I thought
yeah,
you had like an
because I rolled a
interrogation.
20 and it was amazing.
No.
All right, so Bobby, you're closer to the guy running.
You chase after that guy.
Yeah, sure.
So what are you gonna do?
Please say you
No, it's a spell.
Yeah.
It's a spell. It's a
Oh,
spell.
I
I have
see.
spell
That-
list.
I have shield, which
Ever.
shut up.
I can just imagine it. Hold on, Batty.
Hold on. I know I got something here.
I remember that one.
I know I got something here. Let me go through my.
Now I have
If
nothing
I hold it
that's
out here,
gonna,
I
like,
can see it better. So
nothing that's gonna like.
Yeah,
tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm not going to waste my healer's kit on that, but I'm going to cure light wounds on him.
Okay.
Oh, what a guy.
I'm still going to call him an
Waterboard.
asshole. But
So he's like,
Boredom, he says.
he's like, who are you?
doesn't
We
matter.
thought this city was free of the watch.
Who are you?
Who are you?
So we want to know. We ask the questions here, pal.
Yeah.
The city is no longer free.
You know what?
Oh, God.
Who are you working for?
Digby.
More like Dickby.
Like Deadbeat.
Yeah.
That just happened.
Digby.
Why does he want you to kill this girl?
He harvests their bodies.
For what reason?
Souls, man.
You don't tell me what's going on.
He's like, he pays
cop,
us,
bad cop, play
he
along,
pays
would you?
us a lot of money for the bodies we bring him.
Ooh. Who?
Digby, pay attention. You're the worst cop ever.
So basically, how did you meet up with this guy? And why?
Why'd you take us to that warehouse? Let's go to that warehouse. Want to see some
He
fun?
said warehouse near the borders of Old District.
Instead of telling us,
Right
why don't you show
fabrics.
us?
I say bring us there.
Yeah.
Whoa. What?
Right fabrics.
Right fabrics.
Textiles.
What's that guy's
Fabrics.
right? Was the guy that's daughter was whatchamacallit, right? Correct.
Yeah.
Is that what we were?
Yeah.
Was I somewhat paying attention?
Right.
during
Someone
that?
had the last name Right.
Yeah, one of the counselors.
Yes.
And one of the missing people was dating the counselor's daughter.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah, way to go there, constable guy, not paying attention, knowing your job correctly.
I wrote down something somewhere.
Look who's reading his list now.
Look who's flipping through his pages of notes now.
Now.
I'm the most unorganized guy here. I wasn't even paying attention during that whole part.
Yeah,
but I figured it out.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Worst constable ever. You want to go there, or do you want to stay in here and look at your notes some more?
All right. Well, the
I
thing
think
is,
he's I think we should just
All right,
go.
you guys proceed.
Can I take a
The
short rest
warehouse
while those
is-
guys wander up?
These guys are the warehouse is quite large. It's quiet. There's no light. There's a little light inside.
Quiet. A little too quiet.
1 floor, 2 floors.
2 floors.
Turn into a form of a bird. I'm going to go with crow, because it's winter.
All right, here we go.
I just want to perch up on this, see what I can see from the second floor.
All right, you go.
Be a barn swallow. They said.
You go to a windowsill on the second
Yeah,
floor.
barn swallows are still
You can
around,
see
aren't
inside. There's shelving all up. The second floor is only a half floor.
Could be a seagull.
You see there's tons of shelves alongside with like fabrics and leather.
Whoa.
You see they're tanning some hide at the moment. You see in the middle
Tan that hide.
there's a cooler, and there seems to be 2 dangling corpses on chains.
Oh.
This is getting very criminal.
Are they?
minds.
Is it blood?
I got to find a doorway. There's no way I'm going to stay locked in this
Maybe we can read bird again.
murder cell.
Then why don't you
Couldn't you
come out,
rebird
tell
again?
us, and let's go in.
Couldn't you read bird again?
Let me get to a door.
All right, you walk in between the shelves, and the front door is locked from the inside. But and you guys are waiting outside. The door opens, and
Let's
you
go.
see him.
Let's go.
That door's open. Let's go there.
Let's go. Let's go.
There's a cooler in the middle of the floor. Okay. And I'm pretty sure it does not have delicious drinks.
Okay.
We're not gonna go for delicious drinks. I know we could. But guess what? What? We're doomed.
Okay.
Let's go. No, I don't like being doomed. No, it's okay, don't worry.
Tippy toes. Tippy toes.
Alright. Who's open it? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Setting them on fire, I'm assuming.
As I mentioned before, there's the cooler in the middle, 2 bodies,
bodies
and
come
there
alive.
is several barrels of tanning solution.
The
Tanning solution is highly flammable, and it's got a lot of alcohol in it.
Way to go!
So all of you make a dexterity save.
I'm ready.
All right, we're getting blown out of building.
Oh, good lord.
You're toast.
That's okay.
13.
High AC.
13?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 23.
Enzio, because he's a thief and has invasion, basically rolled out of the way,
Jumped out a window.
kicked
Hopefully it wasn't open.
one of the shelves, and hides behind it, and is unscathed by the flames. Okay, both of you take 20 points of damage.
Who? Me?
You too.
and him.
You couldn't get out of the way because you're not quick like I am.
Yeah. Dimension
I'll
door.
take care of this bald guy.
You kind
All right, the wizard's kind of like torched, and all of a sudden he's just like, he just disappears and appears up on the stairs upstairs.
Massive. What was it?
Masturbation.
Massive. That's what we're out to like.
Basically, at the big explosion, you see him bang up there, and the wizard just like, and you just see him disappear and appear upstairs.
I'm like, ah.
Are they panting upstairs?
You come up, you don't see Brian at all. You see him,
inside the tree, dude.
and you see the guy with like the skin on his face and his limbs, and he's just like bleeding leaves.
Can I talk to him as like a final action before I land in my turn?
Yeah.
Is your name Digby?
Ice. I was actually going to say something like that, believe it or not.
Are you Digby?
No.
No.
Boom. I'm gonna talk in like old dwarven tongue.
We mean no harm.
Obviously.
Me no harm. I just ring ram the guy.
I know.
Stop what you're doing right now, or you will face
My wrath.
the end. Just the end.
The thing just kind of looks at you, and it snarls, and you see like bark has like formed in his teeth. And Enzio. All right.
Come on,
You
Mark.
bring out your blight. Is that your second? fifth
Yeah,
level spell?
that's my second, fifth level spell.
You blight. All of a sudden, the man with the last gasp falls to his knees and begins coughing furiously with leaves spewing out his mouth until his body begins to convulse in seizures and breaks apart into a pile of refuge. And Brian's body falls into the pile. The silence returns as the snow begins to gently conceal the remains of the brutal monster beneath its white purity. Suddenly, another series of explosions rips through the warehouse beneath you.
I have.
Well, I don't know what they can do, but you can turn into a bird. It's like
that's
my
right.
husband that showed up, and they're like calling people. You see townsfolk starting to appear, and they're making a chain back to the old well. You know, passing buckets
Good.
to
Fire
the fire.
brigade. How awesome am I, by the way?
Should we help or just get that
Let's get the hell out of here. We got the statuette and the gauntlet, right?
Which we have no idea what that's all
The
about.
gauntlet, you notice and looking upon it,
Dude,
they're
you see me
made.
jump off
They're
that building?
dwarven made. They have dwarven ruins all over them. They're
that's all
about
you,
this
dog.
long. They look like they're made of stones, and they have just dwarven ruins
That's
on
all
them.
you?
So I can pick up on religious and magical
You can
lore.
wear them. You're a dwarf.
I'm going to.
Nice. You see me jump off that roof?
Yeah, that was badass. The flames.
The flames like over my arm.
I hand him the bone statue.
And this is what was inside this creature.
Interesting.
And I had to jump off a roof over a huge gap.
It was awesome.
And I had to land on another opposite building.
He looks at the thing. He's
It
like,
was
"This isn't
quite epic. You missed a pretty good show.
It looks like it's carved. Actually, this looks like one of the artifacts recovered from an expedition that went out for one of the council members, Emerson. He made most of his wealth. He sent an expedition out to an ancient battle site, and he recovered a bunch of relics.
So why did Digby have it?
That's a good question.
You mentioned something
The
about
church.
stopping by the church.
I say we should go to church because we have the thing that came
All
from
right,
the church.
to the church.
Why was it there? I want to know.
Do they have the item on display that we actually have? Don't take it out or anything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
They have similar items to that, but not that item.
Okay.
Do we notice an item missing out of something?
There's
Is it
a
like
bunch of displays. There's places where other items could fit, but there's more than one absence.
We had a couple questions just about the religion and sense and some of the holy relics that you actually have here.
The bone. It's a
Statue.
bone statuette. It doesn't. It's not carved like any like human.
There's no
it
faces
looks
on it
like
or
some kind
anything.
of creature. There's a few tentacles on it. Stones. A what?
A bone statue. Somewhere to come across a bone statue.
Shut up.
Depends on what the. Have you come across any artifacts?
Well, I'm not saying we have, but if we had, how much would it be worth?
My friend talks heavy in the mouth.
We had a few other artifacts that we had here, but Counselor Elmar took them.
Now, why would he take them?
Yeah.
Supposedly there was a wizard in the White Tower that was doing research on something.
Do you know the wizard's name?
No, Elmar came and took him. He didn't mention which wizard it was.
Interesting.
Well,
Yeah, we
Okay.
gotta go. But thank you.
You arrive at the council.
Where's Shaw?
You see the counselors. They see you, and Esmond Wright,
What up, dog?
the first one that walks in, he just walks up and gives you a big hug. I can't believe that my property was being used like this. We found some very strange things in the wreckage of my warehouse.
so did we.
Yeah.
This weird blood-filled cooler that we
Yes.
found at the bottom of the wood. We saw...
They were hanging.
When you
on
see your
hooks.
son, let him know he needs to be brought in for
brother,
questioning.
brother.
His brother?
Yeah.
When you see your brother, he's wanted by the law.
We will have a feast tonight. Everyone can go home, not work, and I will open my coffers and set up tents
Emerson.
for the commoners in this.
We swung
changes
by
everything.
the church to check out some of the artifacts that were over there. And they said you had taken some out of the church.
Some relics. I took some a while back for one of my friends, philosopher Ragnarok.
Because if those things that you gave to your friend, they're in the White Tower now, then you might be the one responsible for causing the White Tower to disappear.
He kind of looks a little surprised, and he's thinking. You can tell he's kind of looking down and thinking to himself, I don't know. I hope that's not the case.
Where's your friend now? Don't say in the White Tower.
I haven't seen him since the tower left.
Everybody has missing people in that tower.
Everybody's got somebody missing in that tower.
And you arrive, there's a bunch of finely dressed people. You're greeted by a few of them. Eventually, Esmond himself finds you. He greets each of you.
Do we bring people with us, like dates or any of that stuff?
No.
Does that work? I mean, I don't know. Is
You
that
don't
like
want to in a situation like unless something goes down.
So
Freaky Friday?
Freaky
Stuffing it too
Friday.
much soda in mouth.
the party is going well. You meet a few people that are in your
Wacky
room
Wednesday.
together. There's a nice. He lifts them up, and you see nice legs of
Monkey
the
brains?
ham or mutton.
Head
all
comes
kinds.
This guy's very, very
Head
well.
comes off.
Yeah.
Got a monkey head on
Yeah, that's the thing. Monkey heads.
So there's a pretty
You should try
decent
to sneak
spread.
Can I use stealth to?
He's like, to the heroes of Gloom Meadow, he raises his glass, and the four others raise their
these
glass. The other five slam down their drinks.
Slam
And
down
they,
their drinks, or just slam down their drinks?
slam down their
Okay,
drinks.
just check.
They grab a few pieces of the
Different
legs of meat,
meats. People be hungry.
and they start eating.
What are we having? Muttons?
Oh, a variety of animals that I've
Monkey brains.
procured from my personal stocks.
Lizard.
Hold nothing back. The people must be happy. We must increase their morale. These are dangerous times, and we can't have dissent within the city.
Yes, I agree.
But don't you believe
Especially
it
if
causes some form of distraction from the real problem that's actually happening?
Yes, a distraction for the common people, while the people with the influence and the power can actually fix the problems.
It's quite.
I'm not relying upon the common folk to solve the major problems. I'm just trying to keep them busy while someone else solves them.
It's quite disturbing with all these disappearances afoot.
I heard that you had visited on your way here the constable. Was there any? I thought we had solved the murders.
No.
No, they're still until this moment unsolved.
Well,
Children.
abductions.
Seems there may have been magic involved.
Magic.
Little ones.
Little magic?
Little magic?
Footprints. Walls.
Babies.
Nannies.
Saying everything. Don't give them all the information.
Butlers.
You're the worst
We're
ever.
all supposed to say one word.
You're the worst
That's it.
detective ever.
And all of a sudden you hear coughing. You look down at the end. You see Hutzel coughing up blood.
Oh no.
Sean, no! No!
Sean?
Shaw.
Oh, you said Sean.
No, I didn't say Sean.
Yeah.
The rest of the people in the room?
I don't think this meat was cooked all the way.
Yeah.
Are
Someone
you
drugged
choking
you.
on a bone?
Don't you have a person that tests your food first?
Yeah, don't you have a tester?
You're
a
the
food
worst.
tester?
You're the worst royal ever.
All right, you take 9 points of damage.
Why don't you have someone that eats your food for you? And then
supposed to
check
be
up your
bread.
food.
Spit up your food.
I didn't even eat anything yet.
And Esmond pushes back his thing with his goblet in his hand. He goes, everything was working until you guys got here.
I knew
It's
we
like,
couldn't
do you
trust
like
it.
the food?
No.
It's a little dry, actually.
My assistant, my brother, created it by skinning and carving people.
Oh my God! We need children!
Alright, roll a madness check.
I really hate this guy.
Madness?
Is that D20?
Yeah.
I'm going for it.
It's intelligence and wisdom.
With 13 points of damage, but as he hit you with both claws, his tail comes over his back
Stabs me in the noggin.
and hooks you with the stinger for an additional 22 points of damage.
Alright.
And you are now hooked on the hook.
Oh, God.
It's like that scene in the second Sherlock Holmes movie. You're just kind of dangling there.
I took 35 points worth of damage there.
Yeah.
And now it is Miles.
I'll dagger him in the head.
Plus
8. 15.
You hit.
Plus 6.
Bobby is on the end of the tail.
Yep.
Two of the remaining little guys are, they look
Bow.
frosted, but they're still moving, and they're attacking Shaw. And Shaw is kind of ignoring them and trying to cut the big guy's tail off.
I do so little
I'm gonna
damage
gag
now.
the
It
girl.
kinda sucks.
She's the only one
Yeah,
left,
but
right?
you don't really have much right now.
Is the girl next? Oh, the
You also
Like-
have 2 attacks, you know that, right?
I thought that was only against multiple targets, not a single target.
No, it says 2 attacks.
Oh, well, that would have been nice.
Nice
Now
to
he
know.
knows.
That would have been nice to
and
know.
Jeremy turns into a reader. There we go.
And so what you
Things about
slash
to get real.
you slash it into the tail. The tail drops the screaming dwarf. The screaming dwarf.
Oh, hey, you're free, buddy.
Yay!
And then it goes to the wizard.
Get her away. Actually, it's up on your shoulder.
Wait, how are you on,
Not happy.
HP?
Happy,
How are you?
but not
I'm
so
38,
happy.
but just kill this
Okay.
motherfucker.
All right, so this is the last guy, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's the big scorpion deathmatch guy.
All right. This is it. This is.
I love that band.
Scorpion deathmatch?
Well, we
Let's go, Council. Go.
That's true. I can't. Yeah, we're gonna go to constable.
Are you council or constable?
Council.
We'll go to both.
I mean, yeah, we need to stop by and say there was a horrific crime and, you know.
Yeah.
This
Where
dude
are
turned
the
into
children,
an insect.
though? That's
We
the
ate
thing.
them!
All
So-
right, you guys
in my
go to
belly.
the constable?
Yes.
To the watchful sentinel?
Yes.
You get
Yes.
there. You see that the watchmen are all in arms. They're all like running around. They see you, they're like another child's gone missing.
What? How? Well,
I'm guessing that we relay to him the events that just occurred.
That's up to you guys.
We have to.
No! Do not tell him anything!
poisoned. We were poisoned,
Poisoned by babies.
and come to find out, we were eating the babies. The
Don't say
children
that we were
think
eating them. The guy
It
served
was
us
the
babies.
babies.
The guy served. We did not ask. Hey, do you have baby on the menu? No. The guy gave us food.
Filet of mignon, no. Baby,
We asked
bitch.
for lamb, not for that kind of baby. We asked for the lamb.
Yes. So
We eat baby.
And it's
human. We're
explained
fed
that
human.
Esmond, he
Now we're
attacked
cannibals.
us, so we had to defend ourselves. He's a
He
now a
turned
dead
into a
man.
giant mutant zombie thing.
Yeah,
He turned into an insect.
An insect,
A
sort of.
scorpion.
Thing. They were all insect scorpions.
And we
This
No,
is
the other
like
ones were zombies.
not what I expected to hear.
We
Yeah.
didn't either.
Neither did we. We were there.
I showed up. I showed up to party and things got weird.
Murder Hutzel or
remember,
something.
give those guys some shit, intimidate the hell out of them. We gotta find out some answers.
I do have Intimidate as a class.
Listen, they were hiding this guy in the ranks. That's what I believe. I mean, there's no way that this evil Ichor, whatever the hell that we just fought, wasn't known.
All right. Well, you guys meet. You arrive at the council chambers.
Fine, like.
You see a few guards. They nod and open the door as you're going to proceed in.
Yeah.
You walk in. You see that the council's formed. The 6 remaining members. They turn and look at you. It's like, what's the urgency? What happened?
One among you was a traitor. He attempted to kill us tonight in his halls during the festival.
And fetus children that were missing.
Yes, it would seem that he was a cannibal. An avid cannibal.
And tried to poison us.
He
as
also
well.
Husband was a cannibal?
He also mutated into some sort of strange magical creature.
That's a tall order to swallow at this late at night.
Skull says on the table.
You don't have to take my word for it. You can send a man over to investigate the scene. It was quite grisly.
You don't have to take my word for it. Here's a second opinion.
I'll take your word for it.
I guess we'll look into it. I don't know where we go from here.
We don't know either.
We need to figure out who he was talking to, figure out who his accomplices were, and find out if there's anyone else amongst us who is a traitor. I don't need to know where they
He's
are.
like, I guess we'll organize the watch
keep
to
your
search his house tomorrow.
The sooner the better. Yes.
This is disturbing. He was usually always the absolutely positive one of us.
No, we don't have tracking.
I never would have guessed that this was the case.
Has his behavior been odd or out of sorts as of
He
late?
seemed to be having even better time than usual.
Of course he was. He was eating people.
He was being well fed.
Yes. Well, he was a creature of some sort, so probably feasted off of
There's definitely
young
black
ones.
magic involved in this somehow.
We'll have to consult with Leon. It's the only mage that's left outside the city. All right. Is there anything else we could do for you this evening?
At the moment?
Yes.
What do you suggest?
Search their friggin' homes, man.
It's the council, man. We can't just say, hey,
we're
we
the
need to search
council.
your homes.
There's dissension here, and someone screwed up.
Well, we searched their homes after the meeting.
Oh, sure, when they blow up.
Well, if we search their homes without their knowledge.
They were all pretty much clueless. One of them seemed to be extremely upset at the news, so I don't know if he's putting on a front.
His name?
Baxter.
Bastard shepherd.
Baxter.
Baxter, no, Baxter! I've known many shepherds.
They said that they were going to consult Liam, but I think that we should probably...
Consult him first.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
That's
go.
what we
We
want
gotta
to
go right now.
Yeah.
He stays at the same inn as you guys.
All right, go.
Back to the inn.
So you guys head to the inn.
Hustle just
Hear ye!
You arrive. You see that the crowd is drunker than usual.
Good.
Some of them probably went to the celebration this evening.
that we missed, that was in our honor.
There's gonna be no more of those celebrations anymore, guys.
Celebrate.
Yeah,
Sorry.
don't
You
eat the
see,
mutton.
you see, Leon's talking with some of the townsfolk. He sees you and he waves you over.
Dude,
Well,
He's like, I will have to say that Jarvis was the last person to arrive last night, and he seemed quite.
You a robot?
Iron Man.
Flustered?
Yeah. he was a little red in the face, and he seemed to have a small scrape on his arm.
see, that's interesting because last night I was tracking someone. I ended up biting a guy on the arm. What arm?
You bit someone?
Well, no, it's a long story.
It's a long story. It was the sexual act. The guy liked biting.
In the heat of passion, you know.
couldn't do
The
it.
things
safe
happen.
word was cantaloupe.
The safe word was cantaloupe.
I thought he said cannibal, so
I bit him in the
So I bit him
arm.
on the arm.
None of that matters. Either way, was it the right arm or the left arm?
because he runs a ferrying business.
Is the ferrying business that's making fares really cheap, that insane rate?
Yeah, the go home special.
The go home special and never come back.
It seems like he's making people go home all right. What?
So, do you
Doesn't
know
hurt to
anything
ask.
about the events that led up to the tower being sealed? Was there anything that you remember those last few days that may have been strange or out of the ordinary? Anything at all that could have signaled?
It was 2 days after the Duke's new mistress showed up.
Not again.
Your sister.
Yeah.
Your whole sister.
Goes back to your sister.
The Duke is that you're meeting with. He's actually not. Are we concerned about him, or are we more concerned about your
He's
sister?
a puppet. She runs everything.
Yeah. She's the emperor.
She's got her fingers and everything, if you know what I mean.
Like, she's literally got her hands right up there. It's
wink,
like
wink,
he's
you know what I
about
mean? Know what I mean?
She's pulling all the strings.
Little rope and a tug. I say I go to the shipping guy.
This is just you here.
You're just going?
Yeah, no.
There's Miles Carver. I have to go by myself.
Yeah.
I can't bring you guys
All
with
right,
me.
go.
That wouldn't be
Yeah,
kosher.
right off on your horse.
Go.
You gonna like go with him? Be like a little field mouse in his pocket or something?
Yeah, you should come as an
Beautiful view
eagle.
you have here.
He notices, he turns his head slightly and he's like, well, how can I help you? Miles Carver, is it?
Yes, I'm a local businessman. I have a shipping and exporting and importing business. And I have some shipments, but I have some boats that are out right now, and I don't have enough boats for the amount of shipments I got to get rid of, or have to do. So I was wondering if possibly I could strike up a deal with you and send some of my shipments on one of your ferries.
That's what my clerk impressed upon me, and we have plenty of room. My fleet is quite extensive, and
So I've noticed.
most of my business now is just ferrying people back over to the Visor's homeland, as a lot of them are fleeing. They call it our cursed land, but it's money in my pocket.
I totally understand. I totally agree. I kind of liked your idea, and if you hadn't thought of it first, I might have just had to poach your idea. But so this is a very nice business you guys got going on here. Everything looks very nice. It's the first shipment. Would it be possible if I tagged along on the first shipment just to make sure my stuff gets to where it's got to go, and I can get in contact with my contact when I get on the other side?
I don't see it. The charge is only 5 silver. I don't think it would be that big of a deal to throw you in there.
Do I waive the 5 silver?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sweet. All right, good deal.
I know.
You are so cheap. Oh my
We're
god.
working on a deal here. I don't want to be paid. If we're doing a business deal, why should I be paying him for shipping my stuff and pay for me to go on the boat as well?
That's fair.
Right?
Good point. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, that makes
that's
sense.
good business.
Miles
right?
Carver. Miles Carver.
Businessman extraordinaire.
Miles
All right,
Cheap Carver.
and
Miles
so
Carver.
what are you doing?
I got my shipment. I got my guys that bringing the shipment over. They're loading onto the boat.
And who are your guys loading the
I
shipment?
have employees.
You're
I own
cheap.
a import
You're
export
a
business.
cheapskate.
Oh,
I'm
so
not
you
doing this by
actually,
myself.
what are you shipping?
Stuff.
Empty crates.
Did you
We're
have them just
exporting.
bring empty crates with weights in them?
No, we're
Bananas?
exporting. You know, we got
Bananas?
some.
Torches?
Torches? Rocks? You just move one rock to the other?
No, we got some
Moose statues?
You know,
Pornography?
Oh, it's full of wood. Box is full of wood.
Against the law of the land. It might have a beetle on it. It might go to...
It might have invasive species.
Yeah, you can't do that.
There's a plague of dead going on. I'm pretty sure they're gonna worry about a tree right
All
now.
right, you bring it in, and are you going on the boat?
Yes, I just said that.
From your section,
Down
all
there
of a
with
sudden,
Irish
you hear
down
a
there
scream
dancing. You heard a scream.
You hear a scream like
from like in your like the main area of the boat.
Let's look around.
man.
Several
female.
screams. And they're growing louder
They're
now.
killing folks.
Let's go towards the screams.
Towards the screams? What's wrong with
Yes.
you?
Well, you need to find out what's up.
Okay,
right.
Grandpa.
My sword is
Take a big
drawn.
black staff. Don't throw
You
your
go
sword.
into the
Just have him
next
walk with his big black staff.
compartment of the ship. You see probably 40 dead bodies covered in blood like that deep in the boat.
This just happened.
Shit, this got real.
Shit just got real quick.
This is why you never use the bathroom.
Roll initiative. And you also notice that there's like this light sizzling sound you hear, and you look down and your boots are like melting in the blood.
Oh.
Acid!
Oh.
Don't you have the shielding thing? That's mine shielding. You can't do anything with
Well, I have
Cuts gotta
I have
go,
dragon
right?
armor on me.
it. Dragons will melt with acid.
Can I,
Not black dragons.
I shot it with the
freeze
black. I
this?
shot it with
Can
it.
I freeze this?
It's not your turn anymore.
I do have...
You should freeze it.
Can I step up out of the blood before Brian
you can
freezes?
step
You
onto
should
a
freeze
body.
You need to step out of the blood. I
You should do
have
the same thing.
Ice Storm.
You also have sleet storm.
Yeah, but
Sleep doesn't really do it.
Yeah, sleep would just dissipate in
Just make my
acid.
car
It would-
skid.
Nothing
That's all.
would happen.
You're- any car on the road around you would really get really.
Yeah, it's like Mario Kart. If I was
Pinky.
playing Mario Kart, that would be
Yeah.
perfect, but I'm not.
You also have banana peel. You can shoot that out to the road.
I kind of feel like Cone of Cold could freeze it.
Okay.
Circle of turtle shells. You can use that.
All right, you don't have to roll.
No.
You unleash it. A bunch of the bodies that you hit turn into frozen peoplesicles. And
Okay.
the acid in the cone also turns to solid acid. But so you come flying out. As you connect with him, his body just vanishes and you skid across the frozen bodies. There is blood on your dagger, though.
Oh.
And you don't see him in this room anymore. Outside, see him, he's on
Yeah,
the
but
deck.
we gotta.
Okay. Now here's the thing.
They're in a different room. So.
I got a couple quick questions here. Obviously, I have to go form of human again and get up on this boat, and I can't make another animal. But I do have what the hell is it? Something about
really
plant
good.
growth.
We thought of this.
Can I grow seaweed to entangle the boat?
And stop it.
Look
Or
at
at least-
you out of the box thinking.
Jam up
we
the
were doing this,
rudders
you guys
and
are doing
have
your
it
thing.
kind
We're
of
coming up with this whole
and
plan.
just turn hard. I
The
just
boat
want.
just in the water.
If I can't do that, then I'm calling a whale.
We're gonna sink this fucker. We can teleport to.
He can't teleport that far. He'll just sink. I guess you just go poo 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 poo, but if he's in
Like a
it,
pond jumper.
He goes poo 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 poo.
Or get him in the corner of silence.
Okay, yeah, you could do something like that.
Oh, this is great. This is awesome.
Bobby,
What?
get him in
Grow
there.
the kale. Knock
All right,
out the.
roll a concentration check.
Yeah, this is.
You are
big.
casting a
right.
spell while
This
wading
is
in water.
intense.
This is the
Intensity,
greatest plan
intensity.
ever. Make
If
this
it
work,
works.
Bobby.
Wait, hold on. In that case.
Don't forget, I have to make this work. I'm gonna roll like shit.
Ah, that's terrible. 8 plus. Come on, hold on, wait.
What's your constitution?
My constitution. Woo, 10?
That's all it matters.
And there's actually a lot of seaweed because you notice that the ship is starting to turn back towards land.
Okay.
And it catches into the rudder and it lurches, it slows the ship by like half speed. And you see a few of the peoples in the nest like lunge out of their thing to the deck.
To death. To their death.
At least till their concussion.
Or until they're
And then you can come and. You should kill them. That way you can charge up your low crown and we can get waste this guy.
I'm trying. I have 5 of the 7 charges lit. There's not really a lot my character can do now.
Stab him in the
Honestly,
face.
I
you know
attack
what,
or I
what I
attack
would
twice.
do? I know it sounds kind of brutal.
Sit on his face.
Find 2 bodies and kill them.
Told you.
Find 2 bodies.
I said
Charge
more
up your crown.
bodies.
Then,
Well,
okay.
there's injured crew
There's
members.
injured crew members. Just stab
broken
2 crew
legs that
members.
fell out of the crow's nest.
They're bad
do it.
guys anyways.
Just do it.
Just stab 2
We don't
guys.
even know if they're bad guys, though. I'm just
Who
gonna
cares? We're gonna crush the boat. They're gonna
We
get
need
out
the
anyway.
crown.
Listen, your alignment has already kind of, got a little bit twisty over the years running with this crew here.
I mean, come on.
I mean,
This guy's gonna call a whale, sink the boat. They're all gonna drown
know
anyway.
Yeah, but even if my
Just
crown
go
is
with
at
you
max,
know-
all I do is get a guaranteed critical hit.
Yes, then we could kill this dude.
I'm sorry, it's a guaranteed critical versus this guy. And we can only hit him once, and then he goes misform.
Yeah.
If you hit him once for the gusto,
Yeah.
we're done. We're
Then
done.
the Kraken comes, we can fight that.
Hutzel, come on. You're wasting precious time.
Alright, I guess I attack a crewman.
Just
All
kill
right,
2
roll.
crewmen.
2 crewmen.
Well, I gotta attack first before I can attack twice.
How much blood will you shed to stay alive?
12 plus 9.
You hit him, you killed him.
You killed him. Next guy.
You went over to him, and his leg was broken, the bones coming out. He's like, help me! And you just plunged your sword right through his chest.
Yeah,
I'm
buddy.
so
The
sorry.
blood, like, he just, like,
so
kind
sorry.
of, as you plunge it in, he, like, coughs, and, like, blood comes out of his mouth. And he
I
just
have
goes limp.
children.
And there's another guy nearby, and he just
love
looks at you
you.
with, like, complete fear.
I need my first child after you, Shaw.
Black dragon, you.
Mercy killing. You're
12.
mercy killing.
And you slide the blade across, and you just leave his head clean off. And it just rolls down the deck.
How dare you, Shaw?
Well, I now have
I've
full
only took
charges.
this job to pay for my mom's medicine.
Do I get to attack a third time, though?
There's no one near you.
YOLO.
All right, Rogue.
And there you have it. Cliff Notes Dungeonetics. 4 simple episodes to get all of you up to speed. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or would like to get in touch with us, we can be reached at Dungeonetics on Instagram, Dungeonetics on Twitter, or Dungeonetics@gmail.com. Our music is provided by Games Brown and the wonderful people at freesounds.org. If you're looking for an owl farting into a can, you can find it there. Be sure to check out some of the other podcasts on our network, such as Twin Peaks Unwrapped, Geekonomics, and Free Lunch Studios. And as always, have a magical adventure. We're counting on you. Please. Have a good night.